Okay, so I'm coming up on 5 months on testosterone. Next week will be my 5 months. It really doesn't feel like it's been that long, but it also has. So I've been looking through a lot of pictures that I've had from me before I transitioned, and I decided that I wanted to make a little video about it and what it was like for me to grow up, to come out, transition going through high school. So I'm going to go through my Facebook and I'm going to look at all these pictures that I have. These are all just pictures that I'm tagged in because I don't really want to look into it too much. Then I'm going to go through my Snapchat and all the things that I had saved. I'm also eating right now because that testosterone makes you really hungry. I when I was closeted, I was one of those people who went through a goth phase because it was kind of like I didn't know how I didn't fit in. I just know that I didn't somehow. And I eventually realized that it was because I was living as a girl when I didn't want to be. Let's see how early back I can get. Honestly, I should probably be looking through my mom's Facebook for these things because my mom just finds things everywhere. Let's go with this one. I'll save this one first. Oof. Right away, my dead name comes up. I had these glasses. I had bangs, but I hated them, so I would try to push them aside. This is not a good apple. It is so mushy. Here's a picture of me in first grade. And the thing that's really interesting to me is the fact that I'm wearing all pink and a skirt. And that's really interesting to me because when I was in kindergarten, I was like a tomboy. Like, I hung out with these two boys all the time, and we would play like Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And for Halloween, I wanted to be Superman, but then my mom made me Supergirl instead because she didn't really know. But it was really interesting because after that I like started to become this girly girl, and I have this picture actually from the next year of Halloween where I dressed up as a cheerleader. And I think that that was kind of like a big moment for me when I was Supergirl for Halloween instead of Superman, where it's kind of like, oh, I guess that's not something I'm allowed to be. And it's kind of started out this closeted phase that I went into. I went really girly. I was in a really girly girl phase. This was like 5th grade. And you see, I'm wearing a dress in this. You could see that I had this little purse that I had because I'm like, well, I'm getting older. I should start carrying around a purse. This was a really good picture that I took of myself, and I was really happy with it because I'm like, wow, I actually look nice for once. Oh, I see that I haven't done anything with my eyebrows yet in that picture because the thing that I had was that people kind of made fun of my eyebrows for being thick, and then, whew, that affected things, I'll tell you that, and it did not affect them in a good way. Oh my god. Back to that idea of Halloween. Ugh, this is weird. I decided I would go as unique, like I was unique for Halloween, and I just dressed up as weirdly as I possibly could. It's kind of embarrassing, but it goes along with that theme about how I felt like I didn't quite fit in with where I was. And oh no, we have entered the goth phase. I didn't have that many clothes that I could really wear, so I kind of dressed the same like every day. And oh boy, those eyebrows are so bad. I'm looking at them right now. They are the worst thing you will ever see. I didn't really care about my hair that much, so I would just grow it out. And then when it got long, I would just cut it all off and donate it. And I did that like a bunch of times. Here's when I got contacts, and my eyebrows actually don't look bad. But you can also see kind of that whole LGBT shining through with this huge ass rainbow on my face. That's fun. Oh, here's a good picture of my goth phase. This was good. I looked great. I felt so good in that. And it's really interesting because a lot of the things I would wear would like cover my entire body. Like I would wear tights. I would wear like jackety things. Like I don't know what to call it. Like a shawl. Not really a shawl, but it was like kind of like a little mini jacket to cover my arms, and I just didn't want to show myself off. I think that's really interesting. I feel like that could link into dysphoria somehow. Here's a picture from the Sweet 16 that I never really wanted. The way that I'm smiling in that picture, I just don't look happy. And I think that the reason for that was because at that point, I knew that I wanted to be a boy, but I didn't know what to do about it because I didn't know that being transgender was an actual thing. And the people that I talked to about it also didn't know it was a thing, so they just thought that something was wrong with me. And so it just kind of forced me into the closet more. And you can see that I look super uncomfortable. And that was another reason why I didn't want a Sweet 16, because it was something associated with being a girl. And that wasn't something that I identified with. This is still a really bad apple. This apple is not good. I'm gonna throw this apple out. Oh, this was band camp when I was out and living as a boy. And you will notice that I look so much more comfortable with myself, even though I'm looking hella sassy. And I got these shorts on. I got a tank top on. There's my sister's Sweet 16. I looked very nice. Oh, here's me at prom. Oh, I look so happy there. I got to wear a tux. I got it rented. The guy was super supportive of me. And even though my prom date was not a good prom date, I still made sure I had the time of my life because, you know, I deserved it. Going to prom like that was crazy. I think I'm gonna look for any baby pictures of myself that I might be able to find. Here's another time I donated my hair. Oh, here's a good one. I'll share this one just because, you know what? I was super cute. Oh, and then there we go back to that weird phase that I had where I was obsessed with being different because I knew that I was different but didn't know how to explain it. I have right here a picture from my graduation, like right before I left for graduation, and it was really nice because I had my name changed just in time, so that way my name was on the diploma and they called my name when I went to walk. So that was really exciting for me. And right here we have the most closeted picture of me ever, where I'm looking super duper moody and I'm in all of my gothic attire. And then here's a picture of me from orientation for high school. So I was a freshman in high school. And then this is what I looked like as a freshman in college, just for a comparison. So you know what? I'll stop there. That's good. It's been a fun time. You know, looking back at my past now that I've transitioned more and I feel more comfortable looking into it, I really realize, like, I thought I was one of those people where I didn't show signs of being trans when I was younger, as people are always like, "Oh yeah, I always knew." And looking back, I kind of did know, but when I tried showing it, I kind of got forced back into the closet, and I think that's a really interesting way to think about it because we gender everything in society today, literally everything. Like, I went to the store once and there were Q-tips and then there were men's Q-tips, which had like pictures of cars and shit on it. And honestly, like, people would be so much happier if we just stopped making gender so strict. It's so sad how I had to live the way that I did. But when you look at pictures of me now, I look so much happier and I feel so much more free to be myself. And I think that's something that's important for us to realize. Anyway, I hope that all of you keep being yourself. I hope that all of you have a lovely time doing whatever you're doing. I know for me, it's about finals time, so I'm going to be studying for that. That's always great. Keep being yourself. I hope that you all stay safe and have a wonderful whatever you're doing. Bye.